Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Health by M, the podcast with me, Mathilde. I hope that you are doing well. I am back in Sweden for a little while before I go to Mexico after New Year's, which I am very excited about. And I feel like this time of the year is always quite busy. And I talked about that in a recent episode about mindful holidays. So it's been a lot of things to do during these past few weeks. But I'm really trying to be consistent with my daily and weekly healthy habits and routines, which makes me feel good. I actually shared this on Instagram a little while ago, and I also added a couple of templates on the retreat that you can use to fill out and check in with yourself on your wellness routines in a very easy way. So I just wanted to mention that as a little tip. And you find them among the other schedules on the retreat, and it's on the first page you get to when you log in, I believe. So if you're a member, make sure to check that out if you want a super easy and accessible way to stay consistent this holiday season. And if you're not yet a member, you find the membership on healthbym-theretreat.com. And yeah, I can really just recommend doing this, but you can also just create lists like this by yourself at home. I find it very effective to just keep doing and continue with my routines if I have a list that I can check off every day. So on my list right now, I have supplements, matcha, workout, walk, and yeah, that's for my daily checklist. And then weekly, I've added infrared sauna. I've added go to bed early, which is something I can't do every night, but I'm trying. So that's why I have it on my weekly to-do list, and then a few other things. But yeah, it's a fun and easy way to be consistent. And by the way, speaking of the retreat, starting next year, I'm actually adding a new super exciting and fun feature to the 6 months membership and the annual membership that I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss out on. So this is going to be something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I haven't really had the time. But now I'm like, well, I have to make the time because this is what I actually want to do with this membership. This has been one of the background and initial thoughts around this platform. So it's going to be amazing. And yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So just a little tip that if you're not yet a member, if you are a monthly subscriber, I would suggest that you sign up for the annual membership now before January 1st, because starting on that date, first day of 2024, I will also increase the prices for all memberships. So if you sign up before for the annual membership, you will still keep the existing price, but you will get access to next year's new benefits and features. So that's just a little tip from me to you. But yeah, I'm really excited about this, and just stay tuned on my Instagram, and I'm going to announce it here in the podcast as well. But it's going to be something extremely exciting, I think. But I'm pretty sure you will like it too. Anyway, it's time to dive into this week's topic, which is about one of my all-time favorite wellness brands, Sakara, that I am a proud ambassador for. And I've been a fan for such a long time, and I can't get enough of their organic, nutritious, plant-based meals, as well as their other incredible health products. So this episode is an ad for Sakara and this ambassadorship, where I just want to share why I'm so passionate about this brand, why I feel that their mission is so aligned with the one of Health by M. I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite products and a bit about the background, and simply why I really want to recommend Sakara and their products and services. So let's start, and I will tell you a little bit about the story behind Sakara. So the brand was founded, I think it's almost 10 years ago now, by two best friends, Danielle and Whitney, when they both had tried this organic, plant-based and nutritious food and really loved it for several reasons. Among other things, this way of eating helped them get rid of skin problems like cystic acne. They also were able to heal their relationship with food and dieting thanks to eating this way. So they started out cooking the meals for themselves, and then they started to cook and deliver to their friends. And then this grew really rapidly, and they have over 200 kitchen workers today, which is amazing. And they deliver the meals within the contiguous US, and their products are available in all 50 states. I heard Whitney and Danielle sharing the full story behind the brand and how they came up with this idea when I met them at the Sakara Summit in New York earlier this fall. And I believe they also share this in their podcast, so definitely check that out. And I think it's so inspiring to hear how they really started from scratch by themselves in their own kitchen, and how this was created from a personal experience and healing journeys, as well as passion and a need in the world. Their story really shows that a tough experience and challenge can actually turn into something beautiful if we can work through it and create something good out of it. And at this conference, the Sakara Summit that I went to earlier this fall, a few employees from the creative team and the kitchen came and shared their knowledge and talked about the processes that they are involved in. And it was so inspiring to hear how much work and effort there is behind the meals, the products, visuals, campaigns, and so on. It was so interesting to hear about the journey from the initial idea to the finished result, both when it comes to their photo shoots, but also the development of the meals. And something I didn't think about before is how complicated it is to actually work with food and fresh produce, and especially when you have to scale it to such a large amount and deal with deliveries as well, and like weather condition, harvesting, farmers, and so on. And from what they shared, I understood that you have to be really stress tolerant, flexible, and patient with pretty much everything when you work in a kitchen like that. And it just gave me even more respect for this company and what they are doing. It was really inspiring as well to hear how everyone there seemed to be so passionate about this brand and the mission, the chefs, the creative team, and so on. And I really think that is key for all companies, that every single employee has to feel a connection and passion for what they're doing. And Sakara's mission is to transform lives through food and to give people the tools that empower them to be in their own driver's seat of their own health. All meals and products, they're designed by a team of nutritionists, doctors, and chefs to ensure that they are as healing and effective as they are delicious and innovative. And I love the fact that there is so much science and knowledge behind all these products, as it really shows the high quality and big effort behind the brand. I am all about quality, and I also believe that knowledge is so important, which is why I'm constantly educating myself, and I've taken so many courses and educations, especially within health and wellness. And a side note, I'm actually thinking of sometime in the future, quite near future, taking the same master's program within functional medicine and nutrition that I know one of the founders, Danielle, is currently doing. I would love to learn even more about nutrition, and an education like that is definitely on my list. So I hope I will be able to have enough time and money soon to do it. And I think it's so important with education and learning all about this, and then also to spread this further to others and help people understand that there is actually a lot we can do ourselves to feel better. Just by changing the way we eat, that can help us get rid of so many common problems so many of us are struggling with daily. And I think Sakara does such a great job with both informing and inspiring people to change the way they eat and live through these services, products, content. And that's also why I really love this brand and feel so honored to be one of their ambassadors. And like I mentioned, I know they share more of their background and behind the scenes stories in their podcast, Sakara Life podcast. So definitely check that out if you want to hear more from Danielle and Whitney, and also many inspiring guests that they have on the show. And in addition, I also just want to mention that they actually have a cookbook, which I believe is available in most countries. So you can buy that one even if you're outside of the US. At least I've seen it here online in Sweden. So yeah, if you want to incorporate the Sakara way of eating into your life, make sure to get that book. I have it myself and I absolutely love it. You find lots of recipes and interesting articles also on Sakara's website and blog. I believe it's called S Life Mag. So you should definitely check that out as well when you're browsing their site. And speaking of Sakara's food, so like I said, what started it all was these healthy meals. And I really want to take a moment here to talk about this incredible food. So these science-backed, ready-to-eat meals are both healthy and beyond delicious. And I just love how much thought and care that go into making them. Each meal is actually nutritionally designed to contain the optimal amount of plant-based protein, hydrating fresh produce, and nutrient-dense superfoods to help balance and restore and heal the body. And over 170 plant ingredients are included in the meals each week. I know, that's a lot of ingredients. And they test them many, many times to make sure that the meals don't compromise on taste. And to be completely honest, I was a bit skeptic at first before I tried because I prefer to eat things that are fresh and I don't really like to make a lot of food in batches and store at home and eat later. It's just never really been my thing, and I always prefer to eat the food as soon as I make it. So I was a little bit like, how can these meals still taste good and feel fresh? Well, first of all, they are all made pretty much right before they get delivered, and they are delivered in this big box full of ice that will keep them cold for about 24 hours. And then you eat the first meals already the next day. And if you've ordered a whole week of food, hence 5 days of meals, you actually get 2 deliveries, one on Sunday and one on Wednesday. So the meals that you eat on Thursday and Friday are really fresh. And let me tell you, the food that I've had so far has been incredible. And it's felt so fresh and been delicious. And what I have discovered is that it's so nice to have food that's ready to eat because it saves you so much time. So when I don't have to cook every single meal from scratch before I eat it, it just saves me so much work and time, and it's such a life hack. And again, I can't stress enough how delicious the meals are. You find the weekly menus on their website, and if you look there, you will see how they have both their very own unique combinations and creations, as well as healthy takes on more traditional meals. So you find everything from salads to eggplant parmigiana, beet burgers, noodle soups, goji berry donuts, waffles, and more. And what's so great as well is that they package the meals in a way that you mix it all yourself. So they have one container with the dressing, and then the salad is by itself, one little box with the nuts and seeds, and so on. And all of these containers are also made out of recyclable materials, as well as the ice packages and delivery box. So that's good for the environment as well. So yeah, what I really love about these meals is how Sakara has made healthy eating so easy and delicious. And also, I just want to mention that it's a lot of food. Like, you will get full and satisfied. It's not like eating a stick of carrot and that's enough. Like, no, you will get full from the meals. But there's also an option to add on smoothies, superfood lattes. Sometimes they have their amazing chocolates, so you can add as well. And what I've done sometimes, if there is, I mean, the breakfasts are a bit lighter, but what I would do is that I add my own smoothie at home and just make that, or just make myself a chia pudding or something else. So you can just have this as a foundation, and then if you one day feel like you need something more, of course you can just add whatever you want as well. But yeah, I just want to mention that you get a lot of food. It's, I mean, like I mentioned, they have a total of 170 different plant ingredients every week in the meals. So it's a lot of food and a lot of ingredients. And there are actually different programs and options to choose from when it comes to the meals. So you can take a test on Sakara's website and find out which program suits you the best. I usually do their signature program, but you find one for metabolism, there's one for gut health, I believe there's a detox program, and more. So if you're interested, I would definitely take a look on Sakara's website and browse through the different programs, and maybe take a quiz so you know which one is the best for you. And some programs include other products as well, which I love. And you usually get some samples and goodies every time you order. You can also add on drinks and smoothies, like I mentioned. And you are also able to design some of the programs as well, a little bit by yourself. So, for example, the signature program, if you only want to have lunches or you only want to have 3 days out of 5 during the week or something, you can do that as well. So it's really convenient, and you can design, especially the signature program, so it suits your lifestyle, which is great. And moreover, you find lots of other really amazing products such as bars, teas, granola, water drops, superfood powders, supplements, and much more. The chocolate granola is my all-time favorite granola. And I also love to use the superfood powders in smoothies when baking healthy treats, or when I recreate Sakara's famous metabolism latte at home. I also use the water drops daily, and I think they are such a great product to make drinking water even healthier. I also love the tea. I drink so much every day. And yeah, I really love Sakara's detox tea a lot. In addition, their beige sweatshirt is actually one of my all-time favorite sweatshirts. And I also love to make my matcha or hot metabolism latte with their milk frother, and they have a really nice reusable cup as well. Another favorite is their metabolism bar, which tastes like chocolate and is one of the very few bars that are actually healthy and taste good. So there are many favorites. I can't really choose one or even a few products because I simply and honestly love them all. But I also get a lot of questions many times, if you live outside the US, what to do if you want to order. And obviously you can't order the food, but you can actually order products if you use a package forwarding service. And I know there are several ones that ship to different countries. So I would just say that the easiest way would be to Google and see which service that work for your country. So what I believe this is that you get almost like a temporary address in the US, and then it automatically ships it to you when it gets to that address or something. I believe you have to pay some tax and customs maybe, but it's an effective way and good way to actually get the products. So yeah, definitely check that out if you live outside of the US and want to order some of the products. And if you want to order anything from Sakara, I have an amazing discount code that you definitely have to take advantage of. So if you are a new customer and want to try their amazing meals and products, you can use the code XOHealthByM and shop through the link in the show notes to get 20% off your first purchase. This is such an amazing deal, and I'm so happy to be able to share this with you. It's just perfect for anyone wanting to try this incredible brand. And I would suggest to start with one of their longer meal programs and maybe order a few products as well, since you will get a lot of value for your discount then. So yeah, I hope that you liked this episode and the story about Sakara and why I just love this brand so much. I hope that you feel as inspired as I am whenever I hear about this brand. And don't forget to shop through the link in the show notes and use my code to get this really amazing discount. And this episode has been an ad for Sakara and my ambassadorship with them. So if you shop anything, you will also help support Health by Am and this podcast as we earn commission. And yeah, all right. I will be back next week with another topic. In the meantime, take care and happy shopping.